If I were you, I'll sing it to someone. I'll just sing it to someone.
Well, love is a beautiful thing. Hey, how we would show is right here. We are back. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Welcome to Church of Uganda Family TV. My beautiful name is Clare, the world's favorite host. We are back. And guess what? We are back bigger and better with the Kamwezis. They are here to tell us the story of how and when they met. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me welcome this great couple, Liz and Paul. They're here to tell us the story. And please, can I hear some drum rolls to welcome this amazing couple? Da-da-da-da-da. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Happy to have you on the show.
Happy to have you.
You look so great. Hi, Liz.
Hi.
Oh, how are you doing? Ochkolo here, by the way. I see you're glowing in black, Manangi. Hi, Paul. You're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's
Happy
a
to
pleasure
have you on
be
the
here.
show. I see you're taking care of her. So
We bless the Lord.
the same. She's taking care of you.
You know, we thank the Lord.
We need some tips.
of how it rolls out.
I know, right? So,
Yes.
but before that, say hello to the viewer and then we'll start the show.
Hello, my name is Liz Kamwezi, and happy to be here and just to enjoy the session.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure always to be here. Hello, our dear viewers. I salute you, and I hope this moment will be quite insightful and informative to our dear viewers.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we are happy to have you. Please, dear viewer, do not forget that this show is in partnership with Life Ministry Uganda. You can check them out on the website or social media platforms. They will be happy to connect with you. And of course, right about now, without any further ado, let's get into their story of how and when they met. So, this is the time. Now we are all ears. Please take it on.
I don't know where exactly to begin from, but our meeting, I think it started way back when we were still little, I think in school. That was
Little?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is more like it. Okay.
Anyway, it wasn't, of course, relating or something, but I got to know her when we were in school. I was a class monitor, I think that was primary 3. I was just a class monitor, so I kept on reading them. You know how they give you books from the staff room, you come and read them.
Okay, the deputy teacher. What?
Exactly. So I kept doing that over, I think, a year, because we were in the same class for 1 year, and then she left the school. And it so happens that from there, I never, of course, no thought had crossed my mind concerning relating with her. And when we grew up, after very many years, of course, I think after campus, I was leading cell, that is our total cell. And in that cell, you know, it was one of the responsibilities of a cell leader actually get to register those who attended and actually make a report. So one of the Wednesdays, the midweek fellowships, she happened to visit, and in the process of introduction, she introduced herself, and immediately the name.
P3.
Like, no,
You're like,
at first I was like, the name is familiar. I need to know this girl, if she's the type, if she's the person that I know. Yeah, so from there it took like, after 3 sessions of cell, I tried to seek for an opportunity to talk to her in person besides the cell setting. so that I get to know her as a cell member. Is she the person that I know? And then somehow she was very busy. She would leave work, come for sale, and rush away. You get so like there was no an opportunity to actually interact with her outside the cell setting. You get. So then, like towards the end of the year, I think it was 2014,
Yes.
2013. Towards the end of the year, we had um, we had arranged a sail getaway, you know, to go and just have fun away from the beach and to the beach, and contacting her to find out whether she would be there. She actually said she won't manage to make it, and I didn't know the reasons, and I couldn't probe so in the details of the reasons of why are you not able to make it, etc. Of course, she will tell us her side of the story, why why she kept on, why she was busy. But for me, I was like, I think she's not a social person. She just doesn't want to, you know, mingle with other people. And one of after that, I think she fell sick. I think after that get out, she fell sick, and as a cell leader, I said, let me
You're
go.
like,
Let me go
let
and
me,
check
okay,
out.
yeah, like, okay.
On the ship.
Not really, but let me go and check out on her. So I inquired from the cell members who would be available. They all said they won't make it. So I said, okay, I'll go. I'll proceed and just check on her to show her some love. Like she's not alone. There is a cell that has her at heart. And
The story is so beautiful. Very
yes.
good.
So, in that process, I went, I visited at hers, and we interacted. That is when I got to know, okay, she has a sense of humor, she's, you know, open-hearted, you can interact with her.
Wow. So the mindset changed like that.
It's not that she's just
Unsocial.
selfish with her time, you know. Yeah, but so when we interacted at that moment, I actually got to find out that she is the Liz that I know. You get? Yeah, so that same year, end of year, when I went for holiday, or rather for Christmas holidays in the village, I happened to call her to find out, are you in the village or you're not? Such that I see if you are in the village, we can, you know, catch up and talk a little bit more.
Oh, be the jaded in the village.
Yes, so she happened to be still working through the Christmas season. That is on the 25th. I think I called on the 27th, 26th, and she was still at work. So I was like, okay, nonetheless, we'll meet at sale. So in that season, every opportunity, like every time she came for sale, she would dash out to rush away. You get? I never had an opportunity to really talk to her again at a personal point of view. Then I
She'll
got
tell
a
us why.
job. I shifted from where we were living, and I went to that side of Namulavie because it was nearer my workplace. And it happens to be that from that was 2014 up until 2017, but I kept on sending WhatsApp messages.
Wow.
In that time, but she would respond a message like after a week or even after a
Blue
month.
tick?
Like, you know how someone reads and you see the WhatsApp, it has blue ticked. You are like, okay, she'll respond whenever. And she would respond after a week, 2 weeks, or even a month, or months. That's when she would
And
respond.
highlights like the message and like, no.
Uh-huh.
I have my side of story.
So,
We are waiting.
yeah, so eventually, I in 2017, I happened to be a best man to one of our friend, and I was able to actually get to know the details inside the process of preparation for the wedding, and the functions were a day like today. It was a Friday. We went for the introduction, and Saturday we did the wedding. And I was like, okay, these things just scare us for no reason. And, I was able to know the details in the budget to the, to the dot. I'm like, it's possible these things are doable, It's just that when we are aside, we look at things happening, we are like, man, when I get money, I'll do it, Yeah, so when I returned from that function as a best man, for one of our friends is called Ivan. I was like, I am ready, but I don't have a bride. You get? And I said, I when I got back home, I knelt down and prayed to God. I was like, Lord, this girl is the girl that I need to marry. However, I am going to probe her again, and this will be my last probing to check if she's not available. Then that means she's not available forever. I'll get to check around. And that night when I sent a hi message, she responded immediately.
Okay. Oh.
And I was like,
Power of
wait
God.
a
I
minute.
mean,
I was like, wait a minute. This has never been. I would send a hi message. It would either a grey tick, but never blue tick that same day. And I'm like, okay, let's proceed. So we went on chatting, and eventually for some long time, I think I arrived home from the function at about 10 p.m. and we chatted up until 1 something, rather past midnight, towards 1. Something that had never been. And I said, let me take this opportunity to actually ask her out for a cup of coffee and see if she'll be able to allow. So when I did, she actually responded, she's engaged. As in engaged in terms of that Sunday that I was asking for was already filled up with other schedules. And I was like, now, God, you see, she's unavailable. So I actually quit WhatsApp. I started doing other things. And eventually I had a notification sound on my phone. I went, I checked. She actually came back and said, how about the next Sunday? I was like, God, this has never been. Once she told you, I am fixed, that day is booked, I'm already engaged in other things, she would never propose any other, give you another option. And that day, I felt relieved. I was so happy. I was like, I've nailed it.
that was a jackpot.
Because I just needed an opportunity with her. Then probably from there, she'll determine whether she loves my vibe or not. You get. And so that Sunday came, we met. It was in the afternoon. We met in Ntinda and we talked like as if we last met yesterday. You get? And I'm like, how come the flow of, the vibe is flawless? Like, we are just flowing. So from there, I escorted her to her place, and I also went to my place, and I was like, now, much as I've showed her the vibe, I've not actually told her my intentions. So I said I need to ask for another meetup, and then I'll let my intentions know. So, and then second meetup, that is when I told her of my intentions, and I told her to take her time actually to think through and see if she's ready. She shouldn't make the decision, say no or yes out of the circumstances around. She needs to really make an informed decision, because as for me, it was not a try and error thing. You get? I had made up my mind. I needed to settle. You get? So I told her, take your time. So it took like I think 1 week. That is when we had another cell meetup of my side, that side of Nangulavi, where I was staying, and I invited her over for that cell get out, and she came. Then I escorted her, and that day, that is when she gave me the response. You get? It was like after a week, and that is when she said yes, and I'm like, oh yeah. It was so relieving. I was so happy.
I can imagine. Honestly, like, as following, like, it's as if I was there through every step. Wow. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So
Yeah.
so it's from there. I, I decided now to actually look out for her, take care of her, all throughout the entire journey.
Wow.
Yes.
So today,
I love that.
And
This
here
deserves a
we
big
are.
hand clap. Like, yeah, like, oh, thank you. Like, now let's first take it up from you. Your version of the story and why were you so busy? Stuff like that. Okay, why were
But
you
was
blue
she
ticking?
even
What?
busy?
Okay, like, okay. Paul is asking a question. So please, clear the air.
wow, it's an amazing story, I must say. And starting from way back, it's not like we started dating in P3. I even don't remember that part of it,
P3.
but he keeps talking about it. But he keeps saying I was hard to even be a friend. Though me, in my mind, I know they had told me go to school. Boys, no.
Okay.
All the way up to Makerere. By then it was only
Not
Makerere.
even friends.
No, for me, I thought everyone who was going to come close to me has intentions of making me go off. And I had a goal in life. So, yeah, that is off. So, fast forward to the cell meetup. Yeah, true. I used to rush out of cell, but I think I was a little bit shy, and I didn't want so many engagements. And even when he came to see me, you heard him talking about when I fell sick and they paid a visit. He went and shopped so many things and appeared. So in my thinking, I'm like, why could a cell leader check on a babe First of all, in my
I
mind,
still
I'm like,
remember he
Liz,
says.
this is just, I know. I was like, Liz, I was having meetings with, in my own head. Liz, this person is just good. They're your cell leader. They're taking care of, you know, how, like I always say, taking care of the sheep. Like, you know, in the Gazo, because God has given you a congregation, a cell to lead, and you're just taking care of them. So I'm like, no, this one is just a good leader. And because they had not said anything, so I let it pass. But also the pursue, he kept pursuing constantly. And I was honestly busy. I was in a very, very busy season, very, very busy season. And I think I had school by then. So I was juggling work, school, and so many other things around it, family and friends. I was a hangout girl. Like all the time.
With other groups of friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
that I was
Girls.
tight. Yes, girls and boys meanwhile. We were always at the beach, we were always hanging out, literally having pork floats and all that. So someone penetrating inside that circle was a little bit hard. So that's why it was a bit lengthy, that perhaps I didn't give him room to really have this heart-to-heart talk. But I also thought, if someone loves you, they have to come and tell you instantly or immediately that this is my intention. I didn't want to go around the waters as if not, as if. I'm like, that's not my kind. So, fast forward to the night we chatted so long. I remember when he said hello, and I said hello and all that. That part where he said that he told God, now you see. In that moment, it was a space of about 5-10 minutes of silence. I saw the message, but I chose not to respond. But in that mix, I was just like, this guy has really tried. But in that same moment, I had a voice, you know, just like a drop within your spirit of saying, but my daughter Liz, what do you want in this life? That's when it dawned on me that actually you are either cutting out your opportunity or destiny, I don't know how to term it, or you're just playing around and you're going to go in circles still. So I took a few minutes to actually digest the word I've received. So at that point, my heart released of this, you're ready. You can actually honor this person and just get to hear them out. That's when I type back of how about we select a day, a new day, a different day. So we picked up from there. So the meeting, the very first meeting was awesome. It was lengthy. We talked like we have been friends like for years, or I don't know. It was very beautiful, very nice. We really talked, and he took me back home and ended at the gate and exited. But I didn't want the chat to actually end. So the following...
So my vibe was...
Was
The
vibing.
vibe was vibing. By then...
Anyway, I just love that. But of course, we have
Yeah.
to take a look at your memory lane, the life you've lived together. Please, dear viewer, please take a look at the vibe, which was vibing and is still vibing. We will return in a bit. Please don't change the station.